Hi everyone. I think people are that Instagram and Facebook are helping people to know that I'm on live. So let that happen. Let that magic happen. Hope you all are doing well this Saturday morning. I wanted to come on pretty early because girl got a lot of things to do, and I wanted to make sure that I got this out because this was coming to me and I felt like I should share it. So first and foremost, once again, I am Dr. Omolara Thomas Uwemedimo. I am an empowerment coach and I am the CEO and founder of Melanin Medicine and Motherhood. Good morning. I got something to tell you. This is a word, so stay with me because this is going to be really important and I'm going to be very honest. I want you all to know that my focus usually and always is centering Black women in medicine, health professionals, physicians, nurses, physical therapists, physician assistants, but basically us who are really at this point extremely tired, extremely frustrated, extremely pulled in different directions. And I wanted to share this because I think that some of that is coming from a fact that we're ignoring something that's very important in our lives. So if you are on, just give me a hello and say hey, because this is going to be really important and I want you to stay for this whole thing. So, why am I coming on this early? It's before 9 on a Saturday. It's one word. The word is purpose. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because every quarter, every 3 months or so, I decide that I want people to have the transformation that I had in the past 2 years. And I want them to understand the importance of this word purpose. And a lot of times, as busy women, as moms, as Black women, as physicians, or as other healthcare professionals, we ignore it. We make our purpose basically inextricably linked to supporting other people and giving to other people and putting what we need and what we want and what we value to the backside. Hi, MP White. Pop in the chat if you're in the group or if you're Instagram. Let me know who you are. Say hey. Let me know if you're a Black woman in medicine or academia as well. And so, what I wanted to talk to you about was are you clear? Very importantly, are you clear about why you are here on this earth? Um, if there is a lack of clarity, if you felt like you were clear one time long ago and now not so much, um, sit and let's talk a little bit. Um, One of the things that I think is extremely important is that right now we are at a point where we don't have a lot of bandwidth. We are right. We're taking care of everyone. Some of us parents and kids. Some of us are taking care of patients. Some of us are taking care of other health professionals in our lives. Good morning. Hi, Marsha. How are you? And I want, if you don't know kind of why you're here, if you don't have a connection between what you love to do, what you're good at, what you get paid for, and what you think the world needs. If there's not a place where those things intersect, or you're not striving to get to a place where those intersect, that causes a lot of tension and it causes a lot of drain. What I mean by that is that many of us are sitting in a space where the majority of our time is spent on what we get paid for, and it is completely separate from what fulfills us and what we love. And we have decided that that is just how we have to live, unfortunately, that there is no other way than to actually bring the things that are fulfilling us and that are important to us, that are meaningful to us, and bring that into the same place of what we get paid for and what we do and spend the majority of our time doing. Um, the revelation that those two things coming together is not ridiculous was a game changer, and I want you to reflect right now because I get a little bit alarmed when I see, every quarter we do a workshop called Pivot into Your Purpose, And I see not that many women take advantage of it. And a lot of times I used to think maybe it's the content, maybe it's this or whatever, but I realize now it's a lot of us don't understand the gravity of not knowing what it is that we are meant to do on this earth. And some of us think that our profession is our purpose, but our profession is usually what we're good at and what we get paid for. A lot of times our profession has nothing to do with what we love, what we think the world needs. Sometimes it does. Some people do get close to that. And the problem is then we start to get upset and resentful when we're identifying that why am I so burned out? Why am I so drained? Why am I spending so much time doing this and it doesn't even seem to matter, or it doesn't seem to be anything that I'm connected to? The reason is because we're not allowing for ourselves to do the hard inner work and really reflect on ourselves around, is this actually what I'm called to do? Is this why God put me here? Is this why I am? If it is the thing that I go in and spend more than 40 hours a week doing, is that the thing that I'm supposed to be doing? Is that the thing that I'm supposed to just, do this for the rest of my life? Some of us are finishing long years of training, and then we are looking back and we're like, is this it? So is this what I'm like literally at 30 or 40 and looking back and like, is this what I'm supposed to do until I'm 65? And if that is you, and if you haven't identified that, hey, I need to understand my purpose, or you haven't taken advantage of our Pivot into Your Purpose workshop, I need for you to do that, because the reason I do this workshop is because what I've seen time and time again is that it allows for us to stop the busyness, reflect on where we're at, and actually make some changes in our lives. And and the thing is, when you're in the comfort zone and you're just kind of going with the motion, you never get to that next level. You never get to the place where you can finally say, wow, my life is amazing. I feel good. I feel better. Before I talk about these three things that I want you to recognize about purpose, is that the first thing I want you to recognize is that this is a life or death issue. I mention it in every place that I talk about, because now I've like literally transformed my life to be able to support other women to rediscover their purpose. And the reason is because there is a huge increase in mortality for women who do not know what their purpose is. It's 17% increase in all-cause mortality if you don't know what your purpose is. So this is not something that's nice to do. This is something that we must do because we have a legacy and we know the cards are stacked against us. And I know it's like, I don't have the time, Omalara. I don't have the energy, Omalara. I don't have the attention, Omalara. I can't do this right now. And what happens usually is that we defer it, and we defer it for this week, and we say, I'll do it in the next 3 months. And then it becomes a year, and then it becomes 2 years, and then it becomes 10 years. And you still are sitting there, and you're still in a group, like in our Facebook group, right? And I'm going to pop in an article in the Facebook group. So if you're on Instagram watching me and you are not in the Facebook group, head over to the Facebook and put in Melanin Medicine Motherhood. You'll find our group there. But for those of you who are in the group, I'm going to pop in an article as well. But I want to talk about these three things because I think they're really important. One thing in the article that you'll read is that purpose pulls. It's what compels you to do, to create, to explore, and discover. So you tell me right now, if I asked you the question, what is something that if you died today, sorry to be so morbid, that you would regret not doing, not seeing, not creating? And are you actually in the midst of doing that, of moving towards that right now? Let me know in the chat, in either Facebook group or Instagram. Let me know in the chat how you're answering that question and whether or not you're doing anything that is connected to what you would regret not doing, not seeing, not creating if you died today. Okay? Let me know, because what purpose has done is it has made everything pale in comparison. It has made me so able to actually put boundaries in place of what I want to spend my time doing. Is this related to my purpose? Does this fulfill me so that I can continue to do my purpose? Does this interfere with me going forward with my purpose? Right? If though that makes it so easy for us, a lot of times we are have difficulty saying no. We have difficulty not making the space for it, and a lot of times it's because we don't know what we're making space for, and we don't know what it is that we're compelled to do. So first and foremost, if you're on Instagram, you need to go to my bio after this finishes, and you need to register the pivot into your purpose. If you are in the Facebook group, you're going to see in the comments, I'm going to put it, the pivot into your purpose workshop. Both of those things, or you can go to my website and you'll see pivot into your purpose workshop. So purpose is what compels you to do, to create, to explore, and discover. So when you are powerfully connected to your purpose, it allows you to unite so many people and so many things that seem disconnected in your life, right? What I talked about was something called ikigai, which is where your what you love is connected to what you get paid for, which is connected to what you think the world needs, which is connected to what you're good at. If you don't do any self-awareness work, and if you don't sit down and have someone who supports you to do that, which is what we do in the workshop for the 5 days, if you don't do that, it's hard for you to even, in the motion of everything else going on, to even get close to like thinking about where's the disconnection in my life. Some of you are really creative. Some of you have these things that you love and are just like, that can't be it, and have basically decided that the thing that I love has to be separate. Unfortunately, I'll just try to fit it in when I can, or maybe not. And then we get compelled about the fact that why are we not fulfilled? Why are we feeling stuck? Why are we feeling burnt out? It's because you have decided to pull yourself away from the thing that you love and the things that are meaningful for you in deference to the thing that actually, of course, gets food on the table, and saying to yourself that those things can't ever come together. They can. They can, but it requires for you to move out of your comfort zone. It requires for you to either spend some time in a workshop. It requires for you to sit down and make and carve out the time and put the kids in front of whatever it is for those 20 minutes so that you can spend time doing that work to figure out what is it that's going to be the next courageous step that I'm going to have to make in order for things to move forward. What purpose does is it unites you. It unites the people around you. When you're in your purpose, you're bringing other people in, and it's the we before the me. So often we're like, well, I can't, I can't do this. I can't put myself. I am an introvert. There is no way I could have predicted that I would be like here often on Instagram Live, or having a huge Facebook group with 1,300 women and being able to provide some information for them that I get and wanting to share that. No way I could do that if I was thinking about me. Like, oh my God, how do I look? What's this? No, I just have to think about the fact that there's somebody who either it's you watching or you who needs to share it with somebody who's watching, with somebody who's not watching. That is how I make sure that I am doing this and calling myself to empower women to recognize that their purpose is so important. One of the other things that purpose does is it actually it's too difficult to stop. Once we've gotten in there, once we've done that initial work, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Once you're realizing that, oh my God, I'm not there, it is like a freight train. It is like, it was too difficult to stop. It's too appealing. And you recognize a lot of times the like hateration or things that come out for people who are doing their purpose is because you recognize that that is where you want to be, but are you willing to have the discomfort, the temporary momentary discomfort to get where you need to be? Some of you are like, I want to leave a financial legacy, but you're not willing to actually make the uncomfortable connection to either invest money into somebody or to actually spend time doing some of the background research. And that's fine, but don't expect that you're going to move into the place where you want to be sitting back and being like, okay, well, I'm hoping it'll happen. Don't expect that. It's not going to happen like that. And the other thing I want to say is that purpose matters. So it unites, it brings the people around you and brings the ideas together that seem to be disjointed. It allows for you to be very focused and move things forward very quickly. And then the third thing it does is that it matters. When you create a powerful purpose, it's what distinguishes you as moving into your greatness from being where you're at right now. Okay. And that thing, it's not meaning that you're not, hi Lisa Hirsch, it's not meaning that when you're in your purpose that it's not going to be a lot of people and you're not going to make missteps and you're not going to have these difficulties. But what it does mean is that that failure is feedback for you to keep moving. A lot of times many of us are waiting for clarity. Clarity only comes with the action, that courageous step that you're going to make. So I want you to pop in the chat and tell me what it is that you feel like you can't do, because usually that's the thing that you're going to have to do to get to the place of fulfillment that you want for your life. Okay. I definitely felt like I could not do what I'm doing right now. And then I did it. And then I realized, wow, okay, this is actually, this workshop, these things that I'm doing actually is helping so many women. Maybe I should do it again. And then do it again and do it again and do it again. So one thing that I want you to take away from this is, who wants to dedicate the majority of their life to working in a job that doesn't define them and doesn't connect with what they're meant to do in this world? Okay. You are, so many of you, especially those of you who are women in medicine or in academia, are devoting your lives to supporting others, right? But the connection between that and what you love to do and what is meaningful to you sometimes can be blurry. And so I want you to think about, do I need to get clarity on that again? Do I feel like I'm disconnected to what that is? Do I feel like so much has happened in this year or in years past that it's just difficult for me to realize what it is I'm supposed to be doing? If you check off the box, I'm unfulfilled, I'm stuck, I'm confused, I'm frustrated, I'm burnt out, I'm unclear on next steps, then you need to come to our workshop, okay? If you know someone who's a Black woman in medicine or academia who also feels that way, then you need to share this video or you need to share the link to our workshop as well. Our workshop, you can connect to it at bit.ly. I'm gonna put that, it's in my bio. So just make sure after this you go to my bio and it's the first link there. And for those in the Facebook group, it's bit.ly/ capital M, uppercase MMM, uppercase pivot, PIVOT 2020. Okay? bit.ly/ MMM pivot 2020. That is it, all in uppercase. You go there, you register, you join us, you change your life. It's very simple. It's very simple. And I'm super excited to see so many of you. It's scary. It's scary to do the thing, because then once you've done it, you don't have any excuse not to continue. And that's scary. And once the stuff comes out, you can't put it back and you have to keep moving. And if you need support to keep moving, we will support you. Whether that be in the Facebook group where we'll be streaming it, or if you're not on Facebook, then you'll be able to join our crowdcast where we'll be having it, and also you'll be accessible to doing the workshop. Let me know what you're taking away today from this. Let me know in the chat. For those of you who are watching, just let me know what you're taking. For those of you who are going to watch on the replay, I love seeing the comments about what you're taking away from this. I want you to remember those three things. Purpose unites those feelings of discomfort, but those feelings of what would it be like, it unites that. Purpose lures people. It allows for you to think about the we rather than the me, and it allows for you to be able to move into your next level. And purpose matters. It will decrease, it allows for you to stay on this earth healthy. It allows for you to be able to fulfill that making a difference passion that you have, and it allows for you to leave the legacy that you want to leave on this earth. So I'm super excited. Wanted to share that message with you. If you're not in the Facebook group, you should get in the Facebook group. And if you are in the Facebook group, I'll be posting an article that talks about this really well. And once again, CEO and founder of Melanin Medicine Motherhood, Dr. Omalara Thomas Uwemedimo. Super, super honored to be able to talk to you guys today. And always feel free. I'm always a DM away if you need other support or if you need to talk through something. If this brought up something for you, then definitely let me know. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys. It's Saturday. Bye.